1, 2, 3, and 4. Welcome back to Music with Ryan. Thank you for joining me. This week's feature lesson, we're going to take a look at the classic tune Deep River Blues in the key of E. Now this tune is probably made most popular by Doc Watson, and that's how I know this tune. And you know, traditionally he finger picks this tune, right? And a lot of other people will finger pick this tune. However, I play with a lot of people that, will just strum and sing and play this tune because it's a lot of fun. And I need to be ready to have a flat picking solo lined up for it, okay? So that's why I created the lesson. Again, we're gonna do a flat picking solo for Deep River Blues. I may do a fingerstyle lesson here in the future, but for now, I've got two arrangements written up. One that gets up the neck a little bit. Okay, and then the second one is gonna be more down in first position, okay? So two arrangements to kind of draw some ideas and some inspiration for, and I'm gonna break down everything note for you so you understand what's going on. Now, if you'd like to access the full length lesson, just click the link below. It will shoot you onto my site. This lesson is gonna come with 40 to 45 minutes of video, downloadable PDF tabs, and 3 audio backing tracks to help you work your speed up. And I'm also going to cover my rhythm playing as well. Just a short little clip and talk about what I would do playing rhythm, strumming, and talk about that infamous E diminished chord as well. And talk about a few different places to play that chord, okay? So yeah, it's gonna come with the rhythm as well. Now, if you really like the way I teach and approach learning, and you think I might be a good fit for you as an instructor, learn about being a premier member at the site for a monthly, quarterly, or yearly fee. You can access this lesson and over 350 videos just like it, all 3 of my courses in the video exchange program. Give it a look if you feel like I might be a good fit for you. For now, we're going to start walking through the first few measures, Deep River Blues, key of E. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy. All right, let's go ahead and start breaking down Deep River Blues here in the key of E. We've got 2 arrangements written up. Of course, we're going to work through the first one here. And remember, the markings below the staff are pick direction, so the staples are down, the V's are up, and any little numbers above the staff will be left-hand fingerings. So let me play these first 3 measures for you, and then we'll break them on down real slow like. And starts on the 7th fret of the high E. So sounds like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, really swinging the 8th notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Obviously, the first measure is just all up on the 7th fret, right? The melody is not too tricky for this piece. It's more of the rhythm that will be tricky. The rhythmic phrases and so forth. But the melody itself is pretty simple. So we got all 8th notes, or darn near here on the 7th fret of the high E. There is one 8th note in the middle, as you see. It's in parentheses, so it's tied over 2. You notice there's no pick direction below it. And so we're not going to play it. We're not going to pick it. And again, it's just going to be tied over 2. And we're going to see that type of rhythm a lot throughout this piece. There's lots of syncopations and tied rhythms. So again, like I mentioned, the rhythm aspect might be a little tricky. The melody itself isn't too bad, but so 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and so nothing on beat 3. Down, up, down, up. Up, down, up. So that that tied rhythm here is going to create a double up in the middle. Down, up, down, up, up, down, up. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, and then the next measure, we just drop down to the 6th fret. And it's almost the same, just a little different though. It starts with a quarter note. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. So again, it has that tied rhythm in the middle. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1. And then it's going to hammer from 6 to 7, going to the next measure, measure 3. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1. And so we'll get to the 7th fret. So measure 3, we hammer to the 7th fret of the of the E string. It is a B note. 1, and then 8th fret on the B string with the pinky, and then 5 on the B, and then 6 on the G, 5 on the B. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and. Let me put all 3 of those together. Do, ready, go. So now, and I am sliding into that first note. It's not marked there. You don't have to do it, but it does add a little extra sauce, right? 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and. Also, in measure 2, you see the chord above it. It says E with a little circle and a 7. That means E diminished 7, and we'll talk more about that in the rhythm portion. I got a little rhythm clip for this lesson as well. But that's what it means, E diminished 7. You might see E D-I-M 7 sometimes, but the little circle means diminished. It's a very dissonant chord, creates a lot of tension, right? But it's very cool, and it's kind of certainly, when you hear Deep River Blues, that's the chord that's in there. And if you've never learned it, you're like, what chord is that? But E diminished 7, and we'll talk about that in the rhythm portion. I'll tell you how to, work on strumming this tune, and just there's a couple different places you can utilize that chord as well. So let me play those 3 measures one more time, and then we'll move forward. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I missed one note. I'm gonna do it again because I played one note was muted, right? So 3, 4. There it is. All right, let's move forward to the next few measures here. Get more syncopation involved, and so 1, 2, 3, 4. So measure 4 starts on the 8th fret of the B. Use your pinky. And then there's a little X, and that just means a muted note. Okay, a muted note. So I'm going to pluck on the 8, and I'm just going to lift my hand off the fretboard, or just release the pressure. My fingers are still touching the string, and I get just a muted note. So again, I have to just, you keep your fingers on the strings, but you just release the pressure. 1, and then 7, then 5, tied over again, 5, and then 6 on the G, back to 5 on the B. Again, go. And then that note ties to the downbeat of measure 5, so nothing on the downbeat of measure 5. And then I play a couple 8th notes on the 5th fret of the 5th fret of the B. 6 on the G, back to 5 on the B, tied over to beat 4, right? So lots of ties. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Then there's a quarter note rest on measure 6. And then 8th fret on the B string, just an 8th note as well. So it's going to be quick. It's going to be a quick little bend. 1, 2. 2, and then again, same thing, 8 with the bend, 3, muted note, and then regular 8, 7 on the B. So let's see if I can play that measure there just by itself. So 3, it's going to start on beat 2, so 3, 4, 1. There it is, 2, ready, go, 1. Put all 3 of those measures together now. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1. You don't have to bend those. It says a quarter step bend. You know, if it's flying by too fast, then you don't have to do it, but it just kind of gives a little extra bluesy tinge, right? I'm sorry, measure 4, 5, and 6, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 1. You know, it sounds again just a little bluesier with that bend. Let me play all 6, the first 6 measures that we worked through here, so you can see it in context. So, 1 from the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4. There it is. Let's move on when you're ready.